Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay. I gave assignment yesterday. Were you able to attempt it?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Did you get it? Is it working?
So I'm not sure. You're saying false, false, true, true.
I gave assignment.
Afa.
All right, so let's just do the corrections together.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So the question is: write a Python program to accept input three input from users and display the lowest words amongst the three words input. Now, this time around, you are looking at three comparison. The example I gave yesterday, I gave two comparison, num1 and num2. But this time around, I also said it should be what? User imputed. It should accept the user will be the one to provide the number, not this one that the variable is saying is what is 10 and 20. All right. So how do you go about this type of program? So what you need to do is, first of all, you need to declare your variable. All right. I can say my variable num1 equals to. Now, for you to accept, for user to accept input, the method is input method, which accept bracket open and close in front of it. That's what we use to allow user to accept what input. But by default,
Okay.
this method accepts string. All right, strings are texts. String are text, like your name is a string. Computer see your name as a string. All right, they belong to that kind of a data type. So to allow this guy to accept integer or float, I'll just use the method here. It means that whatever I would type inside here will be what? Will be integer. So I can say, okay,
Integers.
enter your num1, enter your num1 words here. So it means that the user will have to enter integer value. What are integer values? Values without a decimal word points. These are integer
Yes.
value. But in a situation whereby the user will enter a value with a decimal point, it means that you have to use the float words method. So this float method accepts integer values. It also accepts decimal point words value. So that's for num1.
Okay.
I go for num2 now. So enter your num2 words here. Then I'll go for num3 now. So which is the three numbers that we are comparing. Enter this one will be enter num3 words here. Now the next thing I'm going to do now, I have to carry out my comparison. I have to carry out my comparison. Okay. If num1 is less than num2 and is all right, this and I use my AND operator, and the same num1 is less than num3. So I'm going to pass a statement and said print num1 is the, sorry, this has to be a string. Num1 is the lowest.
Wait, sir, why is num1 less than num2?
Num1, I'm just checking it. I don't know it yet. I don't know if number will be less. If the user imputed any number and that number is less than the num2, and again this same num1 is less than num3, it means that that num1 is the lowest. Do you understand? It's just like a
Okay.
comparison.
Okay.
Then I have to compare another thing again. uh Elif, who is that? Who just joined, please? I have to check for num2, num2 less than num1, and that same num2 less than what? Num3.
Less
So
than 3.
yeah, it means that num2 is the what? Is the lowest. So print
Lowest.
num3, sorry, that's num2, Abby. Num2 is the what? Lowest. So I'm going to pick what? Num2. Then the last one now, compare the last one again with elif. Elif num3 less than num1, num1, and this same num3 less than what? Num2, num2. So I'm going to pass this here, print my print statement, string num3 is the what? Is the lowest. Num3 is the what? Lowest. So I'm going to display what? My num3. So else, all right, else print in case the person entered the wrong entry, invalid words,
Okay.
invalid entry. So let me spell this one properly. Invalid word entry. Ooh, Ajoke, you are welcome. So this is the comparison we have here. Num1, I converted it to float. Hope you understand. So if the person enter a value that is less down, all right, the computer will just bring out the lowest among the entry. So let's start. Enter your num1. Let's say I enter 30. I enter 30. All right. Enter my num what? Num2. Num2 I enter 40. Enter my num3. Num3 I enter what? 50. I enter what? 60. Look at num1 is the what? Is the lowest. So 30 is the lowest. Do you understand? Among the three number I just entered. So
Okay.
that's what it's bringing out. Now let's say I enter decimal point value. I say 1.2, then 0.5. Sorry, 0.5. Then I said 2 point what, point 1. So the computer will still work fine. uh 0.5 is the lowest among these three number that I just entered. Do you understand? So that's what is going. That's what this program is doing. This program is just to print out, display the lowest number amongst three entry. I'm still going to give you another assignment from there because you have to master it. But let's continue with our class
Yes.
first. Now, to take class, we want to look at. Yesterday we talked about the arithmetic operator, assignment operator, comparison operator, and logical operator. All right, we are still in the operator. Today we are going to look at the identity operator and the membership operator because these are the other two I said. So we are looking at identity and the other one which is called the membership ports. Control I. So our membership ports, membership operator. So now, what is identity operator and what is a membership ports operator? Now, identity operators are used to compare two values to determine if they point to the what? To the same object. All right. Identity operator is to what? is to compare two values to know if they belong to the same word or they point to the same object. So a good example of your identity operator, a good example of identity operator, uh, we have is, and the other one is what? Is not. Now, remember we have examples for those ones we have looked at up there. So when is and is not, all right. Now, the is operator return the if both operand point towards to the same words object. If both operand point to the same words object. So let's see something.
Okay.
Now it means that this operator returned a what? A false, which is a
Yeah,
bool. It returned a bool. So I said a bool includes what? Either a true or what? A false. So look at it now. You tie them together. Comparison operator return bool. Logical operator return what? Bool. Right? The only difference among them now is assignment operator and the arithmetic operator that give you your normal result. But comparison, logical, and this identity operator return what? Bool. So let's see an example. Let's say for instance, let's say I declare a list. I declare a list of number. Please, you know what I mean by list now. Lists are also called what? Array. Let's say I say
arrays.
1, 2, then I said 3. All right. Then y, I have my y, which is also another array. This array is an array of number, is also 1, 2 words, 1, 2, then I have 3 there. Now look at what I want to have. Remember we said the identity operator is used to check if, all right, the operand, all right, belong to the same words object. If the operand belong to the same words objects. Let's see something. I said print um print x is what? X is what? Is y. Please permit me to comment this out so that I will not be entering record every time. Let me just comment this out, but you can take note of that. If I say print x is what? X is y. If I say print x is y, look at what I'm going to get. You can see that I'm getting a return of what? False. Now despite the fact that the item in x is the same thing with the item is in y, you see that it's telling me that it is a false because I have different kind of what? Object, different kind of variables. X variable is different from what? From y variable. Are you getting it now? Now the only way I can turn this value to become true for x to be y, it means that I need to use the assignment operator. All right, I need to use an assignment operator, and I said, let's say I said z equals to what? Z. Z equals to z. Remember now, z was not declared anywhere in this program, Abby. Z was not declared here. Z was only assigned to whatever value that x is. I don't know if you are getting now. So if x is this, and I said z is equal to x, it means that z can also be what? This. So if I come here and I print out my statement, I said x in what? In z now. X is what? Is z. If I say x is z, I'm going to get a return of what? True. Are you seeing it now? Now, look at it. I have swapped this particular declaration here. X is this, y is this. And I came down here, I said z is equal to x. Okay? It means that wherever s is carrying, z, which is z, can also what? Carry it. That is identity operator. Now, the opposite of the is, all right, the opposite of is actually what? Is not. The opposite of is actually what? Is not. So remember, this thing gave you true. Let's say this one gave us true. Let's say I have a print something here. This one gave you true. All right. If I want to swap this one to become false, opposite of true, sorry, this one gave us false. If I want to swap this one to become true, the opposite of true is what? False. I'll just come here and say print uh, z, all right, is s is not what? Y. If I run s is not y now, I'm going to get true. Are you seeing it now? Are you getting it? If I run x is not, are you getting this? First one is false. So I now swap this one back. I got my word true back. So it means that the opposite of is what? Is not. Like this one that you have here now. If I want to turn this thing to what? To false, I'll just say print. I'll just say print x is not what? 0. X is not what? 0. So if I run this now, you can see that I'm getting false true, true what? False. So the opposite of true is what? False. Opposite of is not. Please, is that
It's
understood?
not.
So it's still very basic. Oh. Please appreciate your basic. Oh. And those of you that will not be joining class, be thinking that it's simple to understand. Appreciate, follow the basic because it is basics that will lead you to advance. Oh. And when I start dealing with advance, if you don't have a good understanding of your basic, you will not understand it too. Now, this one that I have here, all right. Instead of me doing my assignment here, you know that I can print out this place directly. But let me not go there, sha. Let me not go there. Let me just go to the next operator. So the next operator we want to look at is the membership operator. That's all about the identity operator. It's very simple and straightforward. But I'm going to, let me treat the membership operator. I will now look for an example that I will use to explain that better. So let's look at the membership words. Membership operator. So look at what they said about membership operator. Membership operator says that they are used to check if a sequence is present in an object like string, list, etc. So let me put it there. Is used to check if a sequence is present in an object. What we mean by object here, I mean something like a list, something like a string. All right, that's what I mean by it. So this membership operator is used. So e.g., example of the membership operator, we have the in. All right, and the opposite of in is what? Is not in. So it means that if this one is true, the nothing of it will be what? False. All right, if this one is false, the nothing of it will be what? Will be true. Just like word and words, was and opposite. So let's see a real life example. Let's say I declared a string variable here. I declare a string variable of text. I say text. In this text, I'm having a variable called I love Python programming words. Python programming words language. I love Python programming words language. All right, I have this here. Now I want to check if a particular word is here. I will use my membership operator. All right, I can say, for example, print. All right, print love in what? In text. My variable name, sorry, love in what? Text. So before I continue, the membership operator is just like your identity operator. It returned a true or what? A false. The membership operator is like your identity operators. It returned a true or false. Now the question now is love inside this string of text? Yes, love is inside. So I'll get a true word printed out. So let me put a line statement here so that you know what's going on there. So you can see that I have true, all right, because love exists inside inside the statement. Let's say I use a word that is not there. Let's say James. Uh, James in word text. I should have a return of word false. Are you getting it now? Because James is not in words in this particular word string. Do you understand? Please, do you understand?
So I'm a bit confused.
Okay. Where are you confused?
In line 92.
Line 9. These parts,
Yeah,
these
yeah, this
parts,
part.
these parts.
Yeah,
Yeah. This one we are talking about the identity operator. All right. We said the identity operator is used to compare objects if they belong to the same category. Okay. So what we did here, line 90 is what x is equals to 1 2 3. Abi?
what you want to. Yes, sir.
91 y is equals to 1 2 3. Now, despite the fact that I have an array of 1 2 3, an array of 1 2 3, they belong to different variables. This is variable x and this is variable what y. It's not the same thing. That's why when you run print x is y, it's not
Why?
possible. It will return what? False. That's why it's giving us false here. Yeah, that's why it gave us false because s is not y. Yeah,
Okay,
s is not y here.
okay,
So you are going to get the return of what? False. This is it here.
okay.
There, I was now explaining something. I said the opposite of false now is what is not
It's,
true.
yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So I said the opposite of is what? Is not.
It's not.
So if I come here and said print x is not what y, since this one has given
Right.
me false, it means that this one will give me what? True.
Okay, okay,
Okay, so that's how they
okay.
operate. Then and I said
Yes,
for
sir.
you to get this thing to become true, you reassign the variable. You are assigning this variable to a different thing. I came to line 95. I said zeal equals to what? X.
X.
So what this one means is that wherever x is, that's what z also is. I said it in yesterday class. I said this operator you are seeing, this one you are seeing is not equals to. This is called assignment. We use it to declare variable or to compare items. So if you print out this one now, print x is what? Z. This one will give you a true. Why would this one give you a true? Because I have reassigned x to become what? Z. Are you getting it?
Okay. Oh, okay, okay,
So I've reassigned
okay.
x to become z. So wherever x is, that's what
Uh,
z is. So that's why this one is. This one will give you true. So the opposite of is, that's what is going on. So this one will give you what? False. That's what identity operator talks about.
oh,
Do you get it now?
oh.
Can I continue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So
Yes, sir.
now I enter membership operator. I say membership operator. It is used to check if a sequence is present in an object. All right. To check if a sequence is present in an object. So when we are looking at objects here, we are looking at string. We are looking at something like a list. That's an array, a tuple, a dictionary, and a set. We're going to get there. Possibly you understand it better then. But right now, what I
Okay.
declared here right now, I declared a string. I told them in
String.
yesterday class, anything you see inside a quote, like I love Python programming, this is a string. So it means that this variable text is assigned to a string of what? I love Python what? Programming what? Language. And I said that I want to check if an item is in this particular string. So you have to pass it. So if I come here and said, I type in love here, all right. I type in love here and I run it. So you can see that you are getting a return of what? Of true, because love is inside this particular word string. Do you understand? So if I come here and I said
Okay.
something that is not present in the string, let's say I said Michael. So Michael is not present in the string. You are going to get a what? A
Yes.
false.
False.
Are you seeing it now? Because it's not
Yes,
present.
sir.
Now the opposite of true is what? Is false.
False.
So if I bring this same statement now, all right, this statement that instead of in, I said not what? In.
Not in.
So this one should give me false
Not
because it
in.
was true before. Not in. This one will give me true because it was what? False before. That's what's going on here. You can see it. All right.
Okay. Yes.
This one gave me false because this statement, I love Python programming. Love is not in word text. All right. Love is
Yes,
not
sir.
in word text. So this one is actually false. All right, because love
Yes,
is
sir.
not in text. Then I now come here and said Michael not in word text. This
Text.
one will give me true because yes, Michael is not in text. This
Then.
one now, love is in text. That's why you're saying it's false. Michael is not in text. That's why you're saying is what is true. This is the opposite of what this.
Okay.
So the reason why we
No
have
problem.
this like this is that we use this thing in a chunk of a program. Let me give an instance. Um, let's say I declared I want to loop through a, let's say I have a list because this is a string now. I declare a list of
Yes, sir.
colors. I declare a list of color. I said in this color I have red, I have green, then I have what? Blue. Are you getting it now? Now I
Yes, sir.
want to check if an item belongs to this. So remember, it's going to be print. That will be red. Okay, red in words in colors. So if you run red in colors, you should get what? True, Abby. Are you
Yes, sir.
getting it? So I want to use this thing now to write a complex program. If red in colors, if red in colors prints you are you are very good in Python programming. Now look at what this thing is going to produce for me. Let me put a line break here, kind of. Now this line 112 will not be executed. All right, it will be executed. This line 112 will be executed because this statement is actually what? True. Because red is in what? Is in colors. So look at it. You are very good in Python programming. Are you seeing it now? Because this statement is what is true. All right. I won't go to if statements, but I'll just be using it because this statement is true. Now let's say a statement that is false. Yellow is not in my list. I come in here, I said yellow.
Red.
Now this
Okay.
statement will not be executed because this one is what is false. Yellow is not in my list. Are you seeing that it's not
Not.
there? It's not there
Yeah.
because this one now is what is false. It means that the if statement is only executed when the criteria is also condition, when the condition
The
is
condition.
true. So if the condition is false, the statement is not going to be what
Okay.
executed. So the reason why we are looking at this, we use this in a complex environment. Let's say there are a lot of things you want to do in your program. You can begin to carry out a comparison until you get your final words results. Are you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ajoke, are you with us or you are not with us?
Omo.
I'm here. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we want to go back to our array, our container. So I needed to treat this so that you guys will be carried along with operators. All right, you'll be carried along with operator, which is very, very necessary. And in the course of that last class, you can see that I have the file already. I've talked about the list array. I've explained the list array. So going forward, we want to enter another kind of array, which is called tuple. So let's say tuple.py. Create a new file, call it tuple.what .py. What is a tuple? If you remember the characteristics I gave you for list, I said list is ordered, list is what? Mutable. Are you getting it? List is ordered, list is also what? Mutable. Tuple, let's look at the characteristics of tuple now. Tuple uh, is the same as list, but the item of tuple cannot be what? Change. Tuple is ordered, right? Tuple is ordered, but tuple, sorry, is unmutable. So remember I said unmutability means what? Cannot be what? Cannot be what? Change. Alright, that's the meaning of tuple. When a variable is declared as a tuple, you can't change it. In the course of your program, when you declare a variable as tuple, you can't change it. Let me give you an example. Let's say I declared a tuple for pets, or maybe I will use that color as a case study. I declare a tuple for pets. Now, when you are declaring a tuple, another thing I want to write again, tuple, tuple, tuple is declared with curly brace. Please don't forget. Tuple is declared with what? With curly brace. I hope somebody just left the class. All right, probably she will come back. So tuple is declared with what? With a curly what? Brace. Please let's take note of that. The objects are placed inside those brackets and are separated by what? By a comma, just like you have your list. Let's say I have a tuple for pet. My curly brace, the kind of pet I'm going to have, let's say I have dog, I have rabbits, then I have cats. Please, I have to comment this one because it's going to give me slap. Look at it. So if I say print out pets, I should be in a very, very good shape. All right, you can see that these are my pets. Are you getting it? These are my pets. Then if I want to check the data type, print, remember I gave you another method called type, so that you know that is a tuple. So I'll pass in pet inside here. I pass in pet inside here. You can see that it's, oh, this is actually a set. Oh, sorry, a tuple is declared with a round bracket, not a curly brace. Don't mind me. A round bracket, that's a parenthesis. So if I check it now, you can see that is a class of what? Is a class of what? Tuple. Now see the characteristics of tuple. Tuple is ordered. It means that if I want to print out only what dog, I will just say, why did I give small letter here? If I want to print out only dog, I'll just call my pets. All right. Then I will call, I can even say prints. I call my pets. Then the index of dog there. Ajoke, what's the index of dog there? Ajoke, what's the position of dog there in that array of tuple? Michael, can you help us?
So, what was the
What's
question?
what is the position of dog in this array of tuple? What is the index of dog?
0,
Zero. Thank you. What is the
0,
index? Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. What's the index of cats?
2.
Two. You are good. Thank you very much. So I'll just pass zero here. So if I run this program, you will see that I have dog printed out. Remember, I if you go to my previous class, you listen to my previous class. I say if you want to get the two item printed out, you have to use what range, Abby. So if I come here, I said
Yeah,
ratio 2, I will have dog and what rabbit. Are you seeing that dog and what
rabbit.
rabbit? I also, if you go to that class, you will said I said we have two type of index, the positive and negative. I think I break them down. So I went to range. I said we have two type of range, the positive and negative what range. I also break it down. So because tuple is ordered, all those things I explained for order for list is also applicable to what to tuple. Do you understand? So
Okay.
it's also
Yes,
applicable
sir.
for tuple. All right. So if peradventure now you are asked a question to print out rabbit and cat, remember I gave them, I taught them slice in that last class. So it means that I want to slice from one. If I say one column, you can see that I have rabbit and cat what printed out. Okay. Please go to that class and listen to that video very well. It will help you. Now, how do we know the length of item that our tuple is carrying? You can know the length of item your tuple is carrying by using the length method. So if I say print, I said length, then I pass in my pet inside here. So this question goes to Michael again. Uh, how many items
Ah,
do I have here? You are scared? How many items do I have here?
uh, 3, 3 items.
Yeah,
Abi?
Elema will said it's three. Yeah, if I printed this one now, it will also show you three. But we know that by indices is what zero, one, two.
Okay,
But this one
zero
is
one two.
also three, sha. Zero is also counted. So if I run this now, you can see that I'm getting what three. So let's say I had another thing here. Let's say I had lion. Maybe somebody's pet is lion. So you can see that I have what four. Do you
Oh,
understand? So the length method
yes.
is used to tell you the number of items you have
Oh,
inside your words, inside your list. Do you understand?
yes,
So
sir.
if you want to check, you can use the in to also check. So if I want to check if dog exists, I can write a complex program here. I can say if dog, if dog in pets, if dog in pets, print yes, dog, dog exists. So this statement will be executed. The reason is because it's true. Dog is actually in what? In pets. So that's how to check. Now you can combine two tuples together. Let's say I want to declare another tuple of colors. Sorry, I'm using colors though. I'm just a fan of color, man. This is red. ROGB. This is green, and the last one is what? This is what? Blue. So I want to combine this tuple of color with that of what they call it now, with that of this one here. So what do I do? You can combine tuples together. Tuples. You can combine tuples together. So if I come here and I say, let's see if there's a method to combine it. All right. If there is no method, we'll use the operator method. So let's say I have pets dot uh, count is not count index. You can see that there is no method. Are you getting it? You can see that there is no method to do that. That's one thing about tuple. Tuple is very stubborn. So I'm going to store it inside a variable and say, let's say comp. I'll call it comp. So I'll call pets. Use concatenation operator. Concatenation operator is plus colors. All right. So by the time I run and print out comp, you will see that both will be combined together. Look at it. I have dog, rabbit, cat, lion, red, green, what, blue. Color and pet are what are combined what together. Please, any question? I hope I'm not too fast too. Please, any question?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
Now, we said tuple. Tuple is immutable. Tuple is what? Immutable.
Immutable.
Yep. So let's test it. I like to do practical example. What we said mutability means that it can be changed, it can be edited, you can remove. Let's see something. Let me even color the color self. Color tuple dot. What do I have here? There's nothing like pop. I don't have access to pop. No pop. I don't have access to append. No append. Are you seeing it? Alright. So it cannot. If I even say, for example, I said remove. You see that I have access to remove. But let me be stubborn enough. Let's say I want to remove something like, is that color, Abby? I want to remove something like red. I'm going to be in a very big trouble. So I now come here and said, print out colors. Print out what? Colors. If I run this, you see what the interpreter or the compiler will tell me. Said, tuple object has no attribute what remove. So it's not possible. So that's the properties that is said tuple is what is immutable. Am I good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
write a program. This program that we say 30 days are September, April, June, and November. Probably I'll just wrap up there. I'll call it a day there.
Ye-
Eh?
Notice, sir. Continue. Thank.
Yesterday I said 30 days are September, April, June, and November. So I'm going to write class activities. Are you a student?
Sir?
Are you a student?
Yes, sir. I am.
Which school?
Babcock.
You guys are on holiday or you are in campus?
I'm on campus. I'm on campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, eh? So let's see. Let's write a program of this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to store them in. I'm going to store it inside. I'm going to store it inside tuple. I'm going to store it inside tuple. Control plus what I. So this is what I have.
Jesus. Omo.
What's that?
So how did you do everything?
Eh? How did I do what?
Okay. So how did you do everything? How did you do everything? Abi?
Uh, you have to you have to install. Um, you have to first of all have this account, GitHub account.
Okay.
You have a GitHub account.
Okay. Okay.
You now log in with you log into this. They just added it to VS Code. This code pilot. So you now log into this. You have to get your suggestion that you want to get. So let me explain this now. Uh, okay. This is a tuple now. You notice that month 30 a tuple, Abi. Month 31 is a what?
Yes, sir.
Another tuple. This is a tuple. We said a tuple is in round brackets, isn't it? Now, print month with 30 days. Print month
Yeah.
in 30 days. For month in 30 days, print what? Month. Print month in 31 days. For month in 31 days, print month. But what's going on here? Tuple has no attribute. I think he's coming from that remove. This one. So what this one is basically doing, this is what I actually want. What this one is basically doing now is that this one is printing 30 days month and 31 days month. So let me refactor this particular program. Um, the first thing I said user should enter their value. Uh, um, let's say user months. Okay, let me call it user what months. So I will use the input method to accept what the user will enter. Or I don't know. Um, let's say the user you enter 30 or yeah. Let me use input method to do that. Input enter the month. Enter the month what? Yeah. All right. So the user will enter the month here. This is their declaration for the tuple. Okay. So instead of print this, I'll carry out what we call comparison. I'll carry out what we call what? Comparison. If uh, user months is equals to any month inside month 30, any month inside month 30, print uh, they are 30 what days,
30 days.
30 days. So comma, then I want to also show what the user enter, user what months. All right, then another comparison I will give again, elif user months, if user month equals to month 31, so I'm going to have print they are 31 days, 31 days. So it's supposed to be inside a string. There are 21 days. Then I'm going to display what the user enter, user what months. Then what if the user enter February, because February is not here yet. I'll go to see and do that with elif. If user month equals to assigned to February. February. Please, your spelling is very important. February.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, why didn't you use curly braces after the if statement?
Curly braces after the if statement. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That one is not Python syntax. That is JavaScript, PHP syntax. Python does not
Sorry,
use that.
sorry, parenthesis, sorry for this thing.
Afterwards.
After the if statement, like,
Okay, what you mean that I should pass this one inside a bracket, Abby? It's still the
yeah.
same thing.
Why ain't you still the same thing?
Yes, it's still the same
Okay,
thing. It will not cause any problem.
okay.
So February. So I pass this on a print. Uh, 28 days, Abby. 28 days.
Okay, the
Except for a leap year, which is 29 days. So remember, I need to get my variable, which is user words input, user months. All right. So the last statement that I will use to end everything, else print
valid month.
invalid inputs. Abi invalid month, abi
Okay.
invalid months. So you can see that it's not everything that you follow AI. So AI will just generate their own. It's you that will debug it too. So let me comment this one now. You know that their code is wrong, but that's not what I want.
Okay. Uh,
So enter your month. Let's say I enter April. You can see the spelling. They say capital A. I enter April. Invalid words month. All right. Is that the spelling?
also,
April. So what did I enter? I entered what? April.
so it's correct now. Abi?
I was supposed to get this printed out. They are 30 days
Oh,
the month, but it's telling me that it's invalid, which is not. Except
oh,
probably what I would do, because this one now is a combination of uh, lowercase and uppercase. So let me say the months are in lowercase, because it's confusing the compiler. J.
oh,
So it's either you use everything in capital letter or everything is what in small letter.
letter.
So here now, uh, if let me test April invalid months. Let me do it the other way around. I should compare this one to this one, not this. Months 30 equals to user month dot lua. I'm going to enter April invalid months. Alright, so let me see what's going on. Then there's an AI called ZZAI. You can also use that one to check if your if your code is free of error or not. So just copy it.
um,
So go to their official website, ZZ AI. So this is our official website. So I'll just drop the code because there is a bug in my code. I'll click on bug detector. So I will execute. So the provider Python the fail to correctly identify the month input by the what by the user due to what? Oh, you can see that I'm supposed to use a membership operator, not the assignment. This is what I was supposed to use. So that was what is the error. So if month,
so what difference does it make?
you said
What difference does it make?
this one, this one, Abi.
What difference
Yeah,
does it make?
this one is
Uh,
equality. This one is equality. I'm saying this one is equal to this one. I'm saying this one is equal to this one.
uh,
It's not checking anything.
uh, ah,
So
no.
what I'm going to do
Okay.
here, all right, if user months in this guy here, all right, print out this. The same thing will be applicable to this one. If user months in 31. So this one should work because this one is just, I type this one inside myself. So let's see. I give it what? April. There are 30 days in April. Let me run this again. I pass in January there. January. There are 31 days in what? In January. I run it again. I pass in February. I pass in February. This is their February spelling. February now one kind of spelling with a confused person. February. I pass in February. Invalid. I know. That means I didn't spell it well. February. 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 Alright. If user in, I'm correct now. February. February. All right, 28 days except for a leap year, which is what? 29 words days in February. All right, please, do you understand? So if I come here and I put in something that is not there, let's say I put in, let me just be crazy, let me just put in capital April. I'm going to get a big fat error. All right, invalid because they are all in small letter. Please, any question? Hello.
So no, sir.
All right. So I just chipping that example on tuple. So tuple, we use tuple to handle something that we don't want to change in course of our program. It just like we use tuple to handle constants. Do you understand? So I'm going
Yes,
to
sir.
enter the other operator. I may not go deep. I'll just explain. Probably next class will continue from there. So
Yes, sir.
the other array is called set. Set dot what dot py. What is a set? Mathematicians, we said that the essence of Python is for mathematical numerical calculations. Okay, Python is good for analysis. So a set in Python is a container, all right, which also called collection. A set is unordered and a set is immutable. All right, please take note of this. A set is unordered and a set is immutable. A set is unordered and a set is what? Is immutable. Now, when you are declaring a set, we use curly brace. We use curly brace. We use curly brace to declare what? A set. To declare a set. All right. We use curly brace to declare what? Set. Now, let me give you a live example. A set is immutable. A set is what? Unordered. Let's declare our first set. Let's say I'm using a set of electronics. All right, I have electronics equals to my curly brace. So let's say I have laptop. The next thing I have, let's say I have TV. The next thing I have phone. The next thing I have, let's say I have charger. So these are my sets, all right? Now, if I print this, let's say I print out electronics. I print out electronics. You will see it executed out here. Laptop, phone, TV, and what? Charger. If you want to check, be my guest, pass your print statement there, put your type method, then put your set name. Please, that person should mute his